This is Chris Kronenberger here with Max Jacob, and we're just about to fire an M12 8.4. We open Chandra the Fire Ram.
Wow. Well, we opened Chandra.
And I think we play Chandra.
And, yeah.
Yeah, we play Chandra.
Yep.
This is actually not even close, really.
Yeah, there's like a frost breath.
I mean, yeah, I guess we could say that there's an Ice Cage, a Frost Breath, and a Phantasmal Bear, so blue might not be the easiest.
But Chandra's by far the best card.
Yeah, I mean,
it's obviously
yeah.
worth the most ticks, and it's the only good red card.
Yeah,
and
so.
This pack is actually amazing for signals right now because we have no green cards besides a plummet. There's no black cards. We're taking the rest of the red cards, and there's an Oromancer for the this pack is just amazing.
Yeah, you can't ask for anything better. Yeah, we'll just take the Chandra here.
Okay.
Yeah, Stormblood is again probably the best card, and it's on color.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely agree.
There's not much else to say. I mean, there's Brink of Darkness, I guess.
Brink of Disaster.
Whatever.
Is awful.
Yeah, it's not very good.
There is Stormblood Berserker and Phantasmal Bear.
Yeah, it looks like there's going to be a blue aggro deck, though.
Yeah, so we're going to take this Stormblood Berserker and be pretty happy about it.
Yeah. Skywind.
Well, there's Gideon's Lawkeeper.
There's some good cards.
Wow, there's a lot of good cards in here. There's a Singer Vampire, Gideon's Lawkeeper, Skywinder Drake.
We haven't really passed much.
We haven't passed any black or any white.
Yeah. The red cards are unimpressive.
Yeah, the red cards are pretty unimpressive. Now we just have. I think we have a choice then to make because we're probably not going to take an acidic. We're probably not going to take an acidic slime or a lurking crocodile over either of those black or white cards.
Mm-hmm.
So now it just comes down to whether we want Gideon's Lawkeeper or a Singer Vampire. We did just pick a Stormblood Berserker, and I think Gideon's Lawkeeper is really, really good with him.
Yeah, but this is probably the more powerful card.
Yeah, I think personally, I would take a Gideon's Lawkeeper here. But I mean, red black is a pretty good archetype.
I think I take him.
Okay,
we didn't see any black really, do we?
Yeah, so, we can pick up Tormented Souls and whatnot. Yeah. So that's probably a good idea.
Yeah, I'll take that.
And here we get a couple okay white cards.
I mean, there's Dark Favor.
And that's about it. Goblin's Warpaint isn't really that bad at all, but if we were taking a Lawkeeper here, we probably would take the Veteran.
Yeah.
But at this point, it's between what Dark Favor and Distress, and maybe
Distress isn't.
Maybe Goblin Warpaint.
I don't really like Goblin Warpaint. I like Dark Favor more.
Okay, so we're gonna take a Dark Favor here then.
I mean, do you think Goblin Warpaint's better than Dark Favor?
I think Goblin Warpaint's slightly better than Dark Favor, to be honest. Like the 2 toughness is usually better. It's really just Trollhide. Yeah. I mean, obviously it's not nearly as good, but
yeah.
I mean, I think we could take a Benellish. Let's take a Veteran. Let's take a Veteran, just in case we don't get any black.
Yeah,
I think that's better than really trying to force into anything else. Like now, see here we get a Stormfront Pegasus or a Giant Spider, and it looks like we probably just want to take the Stormfront Pegasus.
Yeah, maybe we should. Yeah, black might be dried out.
Yeah, that Lawkeeper would have been nice. But
yeah, we didn't see any signals either way, really.
It's very true. Yeah, it looks like we should probably just take the Stormfront Pegasus and move on from there.
See what happens.
Here we don't see anything again. It looks like the pick's between hating down a Trollhide or something. Yeah. Maybe taking a Glacial Fortress because it's worth 0.3 ticks or something. I don't.
I mean, Lava Axe is a playable red card.
Yeah, I think we can probably just take Lava Axe.
Zombie Goliath is also a playable black card, and it's probably better than Lava Axe.
It's very true.
So I think we'll keep our options open and take the Zombie.
Okay. I'm okay with that. We'll see more Lava Axes. Not really worried.
You'd never play more than one. Now you see some...
See Devouring Swarm, a Mind Rot, the Mystify, and a Greatsword.
I kind of like Devouring Swarm.
Yeah, the choice is probably between Mind Rot and Devouring Swarm. Devouring Swarm's probably just a better card.
Yeah, especially if you get, what's the guy?
Act of Treason, too.
And Reassembling Skeletons.
Yeah,
so I think that's...
This does look like an Act of Treason deck, so we should probably take that Devouring Swarm.
Act of Treason would be nice.
Here we get a Goblin Piker.
I think.
We're not taking Lurking Crocodile, even though that's crazy late for that card.
Yeah. This card you might want to hate though.
I think it's still better to just pick up a playable creature at this point.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
1s for 2 are always fine.
Arbalest would be bad news for us though.
It's very true. It's very, very true. It's cool. We'll just play Chandra and just win that way.
Like, yeah, you're right. We do have Chandra.
It'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess the Goblin Piker's fine.
Yeah, Goblin Piker's good enough, that's for sure. And then here we get another Goliath, or an Oromancer, Plummet.
I really don't want to pick up another Goliath. I don't think we're going to need it.
Yeah, Goliath really won't be needed. So I guess we could just take an Oromancer and not know what color we're still in.
Yeah, I think that's probably most correct.
Which is fine. Yeah, that seems fine.
I think that's right.
We're a little scattered, but it looks like
probably we should have taken that Arbalest over the Piker. Now that I think about it.
Oh yeah, we could have. But red is our main color.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, nothing to see here. Take a Reclaim or a Fog or something. Reclaim's not very good.
Levitation maybe.
I'd just take a Fog.
This is the only card I could ever see hurting me.
Okay. Let me take that and hide it away. That's a Goblin Tunneler and a Thran Golem. I like Thran Golem, honestly. I mean, yeah, sometimes he's just a 3/3 for 5, but sometimes that's fine. And yeah, he does open up for a lot of 2-for-1s. I like this. But I think he's better than a Goblin Tunneler.
Yeah. Take this Naturalize?
Yeah, because it answers Thran Golem, so get it out of here.
This one's better.
Yeah. Oh man, we got a Scout looking good.
I think we're hiding these. I still don't think we need to hide white quite yet.
Yeah,
it's definitely the weakest, but
yeah, it's probably weaker. All right, we got a
foily
Chandra's Phoenix,
a Shock,
a Volcanic Dragon,
and a Volcanic Dragon. We're picking a red card here.
Yeah, we're definitely picking a red card. There's not
Chandra's Phoenix probably actually the worst of these 3.
Well, we do have Chandra, and it's foily.
Or by a red, yeah, it does. So Chandra would bring it back.
Chandra would bring it back, but it's still probably not better than a Volcanic Dragon. And the question just becomes: is it worth it if it's foily or whatever? And if we really want to get cute with the deck, so I think it's probably still just the Volcanic.
Yeah, I think it's a dragon. He's really good.
He's really good.
I want that Shock too.
Maybe we'll wheel the Shock or something.
That'll never happen.
Get lucky.
I don't think a Shock will ever wield ever.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Alright, now we have a Jade Mage that we would love to take. Or a Spirit Mantle, that's good. There's a Fire Slinger, which is awesome. Then there's also Sorin's Thirst. Now, I think this pick comes down to really what color we want to play, because it looks like, Chris is hiding the white, and it looks like he wants to play black, so I feel like he's going to take Sorin's Thirst at this point.
Yeah, I'm kind of feeling Sorin's Thirst.
We only have the
I'd like to wheel this, but that
or maybe a Fling or something.
Yeah, or a Fling.
So yeah, I think Sorin's Thirst is better than Fire Slinger, and it does cement us into another color, which is fine.
Yeah, I think we're more likely to pick up one of those than another Sorin's Thirst.
Yeah, I definitely agree with
Fire Slinger is really good, but we only have one actual Bloodthirst right now, so we'll take the better card.
Yep. Here we see a Pacifism, which we're sad about. Drifting Shade isn't bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I can definitely see us taking that here. We could also, if we really, really wanted to, we could take a Pacifism, but that seems again lackluster.
I mean, yeah, it's pretty much down to Pacifism, Drifting Shade, and Combust. As bad as that seems. I guess.
I don't think we can really take a Combust here.
Yeah.
I think the pick's gonna be Drifting Shade.
The Drifting Shade is a solid card.
I've had some success with it. It's not bad. It's really not bad.
So is it better to hate a Pacifism or take a Drifting Shade?
The greed inside of me makes me want to play that Pacifism really bad.
We did have some decent white cards, but it's not happening.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. So we can just take this Drifting Shade.
We'll take the Drifting Shade. We see a Fling, a Blood Ogre,
And a World Slayer, which, I mean, that card is insane. Like, obviously, it's when you have the only permanent on board, you're obviously winning.
Yes.
So,
especially when it costs 5 to equip.
So that being said, we're gonna take this Blood Ogre.
Yeah.
Because
with that being said, we're gonna take the obviously worst card in this deck. And
we'll let someone else take care of that World Slayer for us. So,
I mean, Ring Flush isn't bad.
Ring Flush is fine, but
there's a lot of X1s.
Blood Ogre is a very efficient creature, and we do want guys.
Again, I'd like to see a fling.
Yeah, if we could get one of those flings back, that would be very nice. There's a Stormblood Berserker.
And an Active Treason. Oh my gosh, but we'll take Stormblood.
Yeah, we're going to take another Stormblood.
And we want a Fire Slinger.
Yep.
And we own an Active Treason. And this turns on Bloodthirst.
There is a Goblin Arsonist, and I don't know how many of you have played with Goblin Arsonist, but there's entirely too many X1s in this format to make him bad. Because he kills Gideon's Lawkeepers, he kills...
Yeah, I think he's very good. Mind Rot's a nice card, but Goblin Arsonist definitely gets
the beat of this deck. He's a great one-drop to have. Yeah. He does a lot of work by himself. He trades with X2s, like, he's a very good creature.
Now we see this, and I think we take...
Well, we see a Devouring Swarm and a Fling. Now, I think that Devouring Swarm is probably still a little bit better than Fling.
I think so. I think we could still get another Fling.
I agree.
And this also just makes our Active Treasons absurd if you take this.
Yeah, we're kind of picking this Devouring Swarm on the basis that we will get an Active Treason at some point, because that's really what we want.
Plus, this card's still a 2/1 fly.
Yeah,
and we play a lot of creatures. Like, even Goblin Arsonist works well with this card.
Yeah, exactly. I definitely agree.
We see Manic Vandal and Mind Rot.
I like Mind Rot better than Manic Vandal. We have a Thran Golem, if that's relevant at all. I mean, obviously he's going to come down earlier, but
we might not even be playing that Thran Golem.
Yeah, I definitely think Mind Rot's a better card.
pretty hot with Chandra.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, I'll take that.
That can happen sometimes, and it's amazing.
This Arsonist.
There's another Arsonist, and we are definitely taking Arsonist.
Yeah, again, the value in the Bloodthirst and the Devouring Swarms.
Yep.
Now we got a Fling.
Got a Fling back.
I think that's what we take.
Another late lurking Crocodile, but can't do anything about that now.
Do we take this Brink of Disaster in case we're really low on removal, which it looks like we are kind of low.
I mean, we're kind of low on removal, but that's not actually a removal spell.
It's kind of a removal spell.
We can take it because there's nothing else there, unless we're going to get Angel Mercied out of the game. World Slayer came back, so it's going to be the pick.
Thank goodness that wheeled.
That is fantastic.
Wheel of the Century.
That's a removal spell if I've ever seen one.
Yes, it is.
I mean, it deals with everything.
That removes all the cards.
Stick down on a Lightning Elemental and just go to town.